Hey there guys, this is MrKonDumb from MegaDuel009's channel, and like I said in the previous video, we're going to be discussing Gorz vs Tragoedia in today's Teching the Meta. Alright, so let's dive right into this. We've got Gorz, the Emissary of Darkness, level 7 Dark, Fiend type, 2700 attack, 2500 defense. His effect is when you take damage from a card that your opponent controls while you control no cards at all. You can special summon this card from your hand, then activate the appropriate effect based on the type of damage. Battle damage, this is the effect that's mostly used. Special summon one Emissary of Darkness token. Fairy type light, level 7 attack and defense is equal to the amount of battle damage you took. Pretty good effect. Second effect damage, is when you take a burn, let's say from Chamber, and you're fighting that. You inflict damage equal to your opponent, equal to the amount you took. So you take 1800 for, I don't know, Chain Strike or something silly like that. Drop Gorz, they take 1800 as well. Good job. You've managed to get a huge beater on the field and done some damage to them. Pretty good stuff. Alright, and now let's review Tragoedia. Tragoedia, level too many, it looks like 10. Dark, Fiend type as well. Attack and defense is based on how many cards are in your hand, so it's like a Muka Muka for all you old school Yu-Gi-Oh players. 600 attack and defense per card in your hand. And his effects are, once per turn you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, or a monster card from your hand to the graveyard to take control of one face-up monster your opponent controls with the same level as the sent monster. That's pretty good. And a second effect is, once per turn you can select one monster in your graveyard. This card levels becomes the same as the attack monsters that you've chosen until the end phase. So, level 10, obviously you're not going to be doing much synchroing or exceeding with. That's when his second effect comes in hand. It's very good for tuning, tuning his level in order to synchro and stuff, in order to exceed and stuff. A good play is always, oh, let's pick my level 4, whatever, in the graveyard. And I'm now level 4. Reborn your level 4. There you go. 2-card exceed. Congrats. Tragoedia, also a very good beater because it can get over Gorz with 5 or more cards in your hand. 5 cards is 3,000, 6 is 3,600, and then 7. It's too much math right there. Tragoedia issue is he can also have less attack than Gorz. If you're losing, and that's generally when you want to drop these cards, is he'll have less attack though. But he's a good control monster. Like his first effect is you can take over monsters permanently. It doesn't say until the end phase. It doesn't say anything like that. Of course, it has to be face up. But you ditch your green gadget or whatever for their Tengu. They just lost their Tengu now, and then you can take Tragoedia's effect, his second one, and go, oh, I'm going to copy Green Gadget's level, and then you rank 4 into Utopia, and you keep their Tengu, and now they can't get that Tengu search anymore. Gorz is always good to drop when you have no cards. 2700, definitely a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, it gets beaten by Scrap Dragon, which is pretty important right now, and it also can get beaten up by Zenmeister, or Zen Mains, the wind-up Zen Mains guy that just came out in Photon Shockwave. First effect's always good. You can, you bring out 2. Generally, you want to drop it on the last attack to ensure that you get the biggest beat stick, because everybody attacks from lowest to highest. His second effect isn't used too much since burn damage isn't really important right now. The only thing I think is relevant is Chain Burn or Granosaurus right now, but that's about it. Not a whole lot you can do about that second effect, but Gorz is definitely good. You can't exceed with tokens, because it's the rules, I guess, which sucks. Level 7, that's easy to tune with. You drop your Glow Up Bulb, you can go into Stardust, Scrap Dragon, any of those silly cards like that. Good for tuning, obviously not as good as Tragoedia when it comes to his level manipulation. I personally think it's a lot better than Gorz. Level 7s are definitely good right now, because you can also sync with the token that Gorz has. You can, let's say you only drop it on 300 damage, let's say Spear Reaper for instance, then you can mill for the Glow Up Bulb or whatever, level 1 Spore I guess, and then you can sync up with the token to make Scrap Dragon, Stardust, any of those level 8s that you might need. Alright guys, and that was Teching the Meta this week, or for today. Whew, I'm used to saying this week. Tomorrow we're going to be discussing Solemn Warning versus Bottomless Trap Hole. Thanks, see ya.